All right.
We're live.
We're live. Happy Sunday, everybody. So we have a lot to cover today. We're going to cover news.
Yes, news.
And
I like what we're going to be talking about.
And we're going to be covering also Father's Day gifts ideas.
Yes.
Lots of Father's Day gift ideas.
Fathers deserve a nice gift.
So do
especially the good fathers.
Yeah, the good fathers do. Now, we're going to have gifts that are going to be super affordable. And then we're going to have those that are like, if you really love your dad, then,
especially if you pay for college.
If your dad pays for college, that's definitely going to be one thing. So we're going to cover a wide variety of things. But one of the things that we're going to talk about today is the news. And there's just been a lot of buzz, especially technology buzz, around something new that Apple launched. First of all, they didn't launch anything.
No, because it's not ready yet.
Something they talked about. We were talking about this prior to the show, right? So we were talking about what was their intention, right? So let's talk a little bit about that. So let's talk about the new product. I'm going to bring the new product on screen so you guys can see what we're talking about. This is interesting. This is an interesting product. So let's go ahead and do that. Here we go. Apple Vision Pro.
I like to call it P. Sherman Wallaby Drive.
Okay, why is that?
Because it looks like the goggles from Nemo.
It kind of does. It kind of does. So interesting thing about this. These are super cool, but also super expensive. And they
very expensive.
So do you remember what the price was on these?
$3,499. In other words, $3,500.
$3,500. And as you can see here,
dollar doesn't make a difference.
Oh my God, they're. I have to say, I think that they're cool, but they do look like you're going swimming.
Yeah,
it looks like you're going swimming. You had an opinion about this. Why don't you share your opinion when we were talking about this just a couple minutes ago?
Oh, well, my opinion was, why did they roll it out, show the public? A lot of people were not able to use it or even videotape it or anything.
Some couldn't even touch it, right? Some people couldn't even touch it.
No, some people, it depended if you were a content creator, you were able to, review it, but you couldn't videotape it.
Yeah.
Or videotape it with it on. But they're not going to be releasing until like 9 months from now, next year, 2024. So why do it now or so many, months before even releasing it? That was my question.
I have a theory.
Uh-oh.
All right. So are you guys ready for this theory? My theory is that they released it because they needed to be relevant.
They're not going to like you right now.
I know. And here's why I would say that. So first of all, the stream is running on a Mac. I have in front of me a MacBook Pro. I have an iPad Pro, and I also have an iPhone Pro, right? So definitely here an iPhone user and an Apple consumer. We have a lot of Apple products. However, my daily driver is an Android phone, and I also prefer like my Android Galaxy Fold is like one of the things that I absolutely love. And it's like, I would say if it's not my daily driver, it's very close to my daily driver. I think that they did this because they needed to be relevant. They needed to be relevant.
I think so too. I mean, there's other companies that have built something similar. I just don't know, if it's going to be better.
Yeah. So think about this. Every year, what can you expect from Apple? You can expect 3 things. Actually, maybe 4, right?
Oh, iPhone.
You can expect a new iPhone. Boring, right? It's what do you expect? More megapixels.
Yes.
You expect hopefully better battery life, right?
Yes.
And
better earbuds.
And I know some of you guys are going to say this too. They're going to come back and they copy like tons of Android capabilities, like features. There was at least, I saw an article that they were saying anywhere from 7 to 17 features that are already in Android were copied with the iPhone, with the software update that they talked about. And that's great because I think that innovation is fantastic. I think competition fosters, this competition of always improving things. At the end of the day, it's not the Android community that wins or loses. It's not the Apple community that wins or loses. Everybody wins because the more competition, the more improvement there is when it comes to this space. But the one thing I would say is, so we have the phones, we have the tablets, we have the laptops. We have the earbuds, right? So they basically have the earbuds as well. And what else do they come up with? Software improvements, right? There's some home things.
Didn't you get rid of the phone jack? For AirPods?
That's they did get rid of that. But they do. There's so much stuff that they're doing that is very much like everybody else. So this is something that they needed to do to cause excitement. And I think it did. I think even though there's a lot of negative press because of the $3,500 tag, I think it's doing what they wanted to do, and that is they got in the news.
I can't find a reason to spend so much money on that.
Yeah.
I mean, watch when the next, because this is the first version. So when they come up with a new version, that one, the first one, is going to be a lot cheaper.
Well, I don't know if it's going to be cheaper because Apple is a master when it comes to they self-cannibalize themselves. They basically, which is masterful, and they're able to create the sense of you needing their products. They're
really good at marketing.
They're fantastic.
Yeah. They're like the Kardashians.
They have marketing. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, from a technology perspective, I think they are. And the thing about it is that they're able to, not only are they able to create an ecosystem, but they're able to tie you into an ecosystem.
That's true.
And they create tribalism. So tribalism is something that is incredibly important when you're building a brand. When you can create a tribe, you create sustainability and longevity when it comes to a brand.
That's true.
And so if you take a look at what this product does, so let's first say it's not a bad product. I think they have some really cool innovation in here that I have to give them credit.
Yeah.
It's
based on the reviews that I've seen, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah. So a couple things that they're talking about. So you can see in this video here, they're talking about an immersive experience. They're talking about being able to, and we have the Quest. You love using the Quest. So I have the Quest Pro and the Quest.
Yeah.
And you're using the Facebook, metaverse type solution. And what do you think about that? Because you're using that. You use that quite often.
When I'm playing games?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun. I just can't see myself using it like for a long periods of time, like to watch a whole movie because they're kind of heavy. But it is a lot of fun.
Yeah. And you do get a similar experience as you see here, where you see the displays, you can watch a movie. But again, for $3,500, who's the audience? And while it's tailored towards a business person, when you look at every person that they show here, you're not really seeing people in a business workplace or in a business setting. These are people that are at home. And I was talking with one of my friends, and we said, if people were to buy this, let's say a family of 4 at $3,500 a person, it's insane, the amount, what they're going to be able to put into it. And then this is something that they touted a lot. So you being able to navigate using your eyes, hands, and voice. Now,
I thought that was interesting when I saw that. I was like,
I think this is amazing, especially for those that first of all, the navigation, this opens up a whole different space when it comes to accessibility. But this isn't that groundbreaking. And we were talking about this as well. So if any of you have this watch, and I'm gonna come to this watch right here. This is the Samsung Galaxy Watch 5, and there's a 5 Pro. And if I have the One UI, the brand new Samsung 5.1 UI that this is using, it's a beta version. And the one thing that you can do with this is literally I can navigate this watch with my hands. So if I want to go forward, all I have to do is do this with my fingers. If I want to go back, I can do this with my fingers. If I want to select something, I close my fist. Now it's under accessibility, and it's now available in the software. And this is 1-year-old tech. This is the one thing I just wanted to highlight. 1 year old. This is 1 year ago, right? So this is 1-year-old tech that has accessibility features. Now, we were talking about this. Who would use this, and why would we do something like this? Well, first of all, we have a lot of family members that are visually impaired. It's a genetic blindness that runs in the family. And the challenge with the Apple Watch and even the Samsung watches is that they don't have any physical attributes to them outside of the buttons. And you do have this tactile feedback that you'll get, right? Yeah. But to be able to speak to your watch, and then to be able to use your hands to click, to double click, to go forward, to go back, to close your fist and select.
Delete.
It is groundbreaking for me when it comes to accessibility, and for people who have any kind of limitation, it just opens things up.
Yeah.
And this is where I was mentioning that having this kind of stuff really opens up the space for everybody who could benefit from this accessibility.
Yeah.
Think about, being in a situation where you can't tap, you can't look down, but being able to do something like this.
Yeah.
And this is very similar to what you saw Apple doing. So I think that there's a lot of options there. And the one thing we wanted to highlight, and this is going to lead into our Father's Day conversation, and that is that if you're looking for Apple-like tech today, and we're going to talk about the differences in a second, there are products today that you can get on Amazon, that you could get on the website, that are going to give you those capabilities. And
you don't have to wait 9 months.
And you don't have to wait 9 months.
And spend $3,500.
And it's not $3,500. It's not. So this is affordable dad gifts. So why don't you put on the first one? So, and I'm going to grab one from over here.
All right, don't make fun of me, guys.
So what Nilda is grabbing is a product from a company called Rokid Air. And check this out. First of all, it looks like glasses, right? It's not something that you have to really, it's not the helmet.
Or the big old.
It's not the big old thing.
Goggles.
The goggles. And you were using this earlier because we wanted to refresh what our
I was watching YouTube. I was watching YouTube through the glasses. And just kind of going over how to use it. But I have to connect this to my phone in order to use it.
Yeah.
So they're very lightweight. They don't feel anything. They don't feel heavy. Plus, they don't leave a line on your forehead like the goggles.
Or you won't have the band on your head.
Or you don't have a dent in your head.
Yeah.
For using it. But yeah, no, these are actually very, very comfortable.
Yeah.
I just don't know how I look on them.
People
are going to be looking at me weird.
You look space age, but I'll tell you,
I already get looks, weird looks. But
you're not going to look any weirder than someone walking around with a Apple Vision headset, right? Because
is that their intention for people to walk around with it?
Because here's it is. If you go back to what we saw earlier, and notice how I'm still able to navigate this, I'm wearing these glasses, so I can actually see through these. So these are also, I'm going to mention the brand in a couple seconds. You can look like that, or you can look like this. We'd like to hear from you. Matter of fact, those of you who are on the stream right now, let us know what city you're from. We'd love to hear from you. And then say, which look do you prefer? Do you prefer this look, right? Or do you prefer that look? Personally, I'll go with this look. This is definitely the look for us. Now, so these look like the Ray-Ban glasses, right?
Yours do.
Yeah, yours look a little bit more space age. And the cool thing about these is, why don't you describe what the viewing experience is? Because I'm going to grab another pair.
When the viewing?
Yeah.
Well, I can still see like I'm wearing, it feels like I'm wearing sunglasses.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it feels like. And they're very, like I said, very lightweight. The experience, to be able to see what's on my phone, just looking straight ahead. It's very clear. Comes out very, very clear. Yep. So, and the sound, wherever your sound comes from your phone, you can hear it right in your, on the legs.
Yep. So the one that Nilda has on, those are Rokid. And by the way, everything that we're looking at is in the description. So if you're interested in one of these, you can get these today on Amazon
for dad.
The other brand that I was looking at right now is Nreal. So this is another brand, Nreal, and they've rebranded themselves. They're now called Xreal. The cool thing about these, and by the way, Nilda wears glasses. These have an adjustment right on top, right there, where you can actually adjust.
Right here, both of these.
The glasses, you can actually adjust it so that you can see it despite having to wear glasses. So there's nothing.
I was able to see really clear without glasses at all, because I adjusted it to my prescription.
Right. So you can do that adjustment, and we're talking about you simulate over 100-inch video screen.
Yeah.
And these can work as a secondary monitor to your laptop. I think that's super cool. So it's either secondary monitor, or like you said, you had it connected to your phone and you're watching everything that you see on your phone.
Yeah. Right? Everything on my phone.
So the difference here is, like with Apple, and this is where probably the price comes up. So if you think about your phones are right now a little bit over $1,000, maybe almost $2,000, depending if you look at the Google Fold that they have, right? So, but this is an S23. They're expensive, right? The S23 Ultra. So that's a little bit $1,200. Let's say you can get it a little bit cheaper. If you think about then this piece right here, this could be another $400 to $500 depending on it. So you're looking at around $2,000 all in if you were thinking about 100% retail and no subsidized at all. So it's close to the Apple price. The difference with Apple is that the Apple solution has a built-in computer. So the actual goggles themselves are self-contained. 100% self-contained. These solutions that we're talking about today require another device. They require your phone, they require your laptop, they require something else. So available today, Excuse me. And these are great end reels, right? The difference though with the end reels is that the end reels don't have that adjustment. You have to get special lenses if you wear glasses. You get your prescription, they get attached in the inside, and then you're set to go here. Now, another one that we have, and I wouldn't recommend these yet for Father's Day because they're hard to get. And we just got these and we're testing them out. This is another brand. This is Virtue. And these are cool too. The difference with these is they look like the ones that I just showed you from X-Reel, but the big difference is that these, you're going to see these as I put these on, and we'll have Nilda. You look better on glasses than I do. So you look cooler. This is what these look like. These basically, I can see right now. I can see you guys. I can see the camera. So I can see straight to the camera right now, and I can see everything around me. And I can see my fingers, and I can see everything moving around. The difference is that when these are plugged in, I push this button, and then the lenses shade. It's like all of a sudden they go dark. Super cool, especially if you want to be able to watch a movie. Now, I will tell you, when I'm traveling, and I do a lot of travel.
I was just going to ask you, which ones are the ones you take with you traveling?
So I've been taking I've been taking all three because I've been testing them all out. All of them work really well. What I like about these is that with the push of a button, it goes dark, right? It tints, and then I'm able to watch an immersive movie experience. So I'm able to see like 100 and something inch screen in front of me, watch movies. And then, or if I have it plugged into my iPad or my laptop, this becomes a secondary screen. Now, the challenge with the secondary screen is that, typing, right? And if you have them completely shaded, you're kind of lifting this up and looking underneath your eye. So I don't know if they work really well there, but why don't you try these on? You won't have to adjust anything because there's nothing on, but at least so that the folks can see what it would look like on you. So
on a girl.
So that's what they would look like, right?
Oh, they actually feel really good.
Right? They're very light.
I think I can watch a whole movie, 2-hour movie with them and not complain.
Yeah, no, they're in, and you can switch the nose pieces. Like you can.
I don't even feel that.
Yeah, you can switch the nose pieces for these, but again, very lightweight. This one's even lighter than the Nreo, lighter than the Rokid. These are very difficult to get. They were just launched on a Kickstarter, but they have some cool things. This one also has the ability where it comes with a player that, if you guys remember the LG, how they kind of created that neck band where people were walking around with the earbuds, it has an Android TV neck band that we still don't have yet. When that comes in, that's when I'm going to do the full review. You basically have an Android TV neck band that you can walk around and you can watch Android TV. So it eliminates the need of your phone completely.
Wow.
Right. And which means you could do Google casting with all this kind of stuff.
Oh, that's neat.
Right.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So that's one. Now, there's another solution. Now, this is a total different solution. There's another solution, and this is available now. I'm going to show you two more solutions that could be great gifts for dad. I'm going to put these aside. These are
whoever gets these for their dads.
Yeah.
They're good kids.
They're good kids. So I'm going to put these right here. We're going to be moving some things around. One of these is not available yet. It's not available yet.
Lucky guys get to see it.
So you guys are going to see this. So there's two solutions. I'm going to have Nola grab this one. This is a smaller one. And I'm going to leave the new one. I can actually show this. I got the okay to show this. So let's go ahead and open this up. And this is from a company called Govis, right? And these are going to give you, now this is kind of space age. This is very, this is Will Robinson, but these, you're going to look like Cyclops. So yeah, I don't know if I should have you put this on, because if you do, then it's going to mess up your hair. I'll have mine.
It's okay.
I'll have mine.
It's Sunday night.
You want to try it?
I'm not going out to party or anything.
Right. So these are not going to turn on, but you're going to try those on. I'll put the other ones on, which are really big. So look at how that looks.
I can't see anything.
So these are going to give you 100% immersive experience, right? It basically closes the side so there's no light coming in.
Oh, these are the ones that you were talking about.
Yes. So these are available now. You can get these on Amazon, in the Govis store, and they also have great audio. These, like, if you compare the glasses to these, for me, these have the best resolution.
Like Dolby?
Yeah. Well, it's great video. It's 4K. It's just really, really good. So that's one place. And the thing about those, and I'm going to show you something for a second. You can go ahead and take those off. Thank you for modeling that for us.
I didn't even go sideways into my modeling.
These right here, you could use a video player. So this is an Android TV box, right? So this is an Android TV box, but it's not the standard one. Now, the next solution I'm going to show you is a brand new one. You'll probably see this come up in the ads, and especially if you're watching us now, you're going to be bombarded by ads because Facebook listens, right? For those of you streaming on Facebook. So what we have here, and this is again not available yet, is the Govis Max, right? I'm not going to put it on completely, but I'm just going to show you what it looks like. This X-Men, like really, really X-Men, Cyclops. Check this out. Wow. Right? Let's go over to the side, and this is what it would look like. Now these 5K video quality.
Wow.
And you've tried these on. You saw how nice these do. They have dials on the side, and you can see the dials right there. So you can see the dial. That's for your
prescription.
That's for the prescription. But not only does it do the prescription, it has this right here. So basically what this does is it moves the lenses, because all of us have different size faces, and also your eyes, depending on, again, the size of your face, are going to be a little bit more separate or more closer. Look, you can crack me up with this one. It depends what's going on. What are you going to say?
I'm just having a visual.
It'd be nice. So here you have lenses, and those lenses shift to the left or shift to the right. So it is going to help you when it comes to focus and adjustment. And you see this when you go to the eye doctor and you sit in front of that thing that I put it on your face.
Yes.
They're actually moving it together, right? And then what they're doing is they're adjusting it so that the lenses are right on your eye. So that's what this thing does. So this is, again, really cool. And the nice thing about this is that it has this thing on the sides right here. And basically what it does is it gives you a fully immersive experience. This could work as a secondary screen as well. Now, the cool thing about this is that it comes with one of these. And yeah, folks, this is a remote control. It has, and you notice there, it has a YouTube button. It has a Netflix button. It has a, what is that? Yeah, a Prime Video button. And it also has a Disney Plus button.
Oh.
So
I'm sold on the Disney Plus.
Right. So it has all this stuff. And that's because this unit comes with, check this out. Let me find it over here. We got a lot of stuff that we're showing. This is an Android TV box. Put that right there on screen so you guys can see that. Android TV box. Right. So this is running Android TV. And you notice it has an HDMI port right there, and then a USB-C on this side. This is Android 11, like literally full functioning Android 11. I get excited about this because it doesn't require your phone. This can stream, you can cast, or this unit, you can connect it to your phone. But this is one of the coolest Android players.
I know you're really excited about that one.
Oh, I was excited about it because when I go do business travel, I carry with me an Amazon Fire Stick, and I connect it to the TV in the hotels, and I can't use it on the plane, right? I can only do one thing. Yeah. That thing also has a memory card slot where I could download movies, and I can actually have it on the player, so I can watch things on the plane. And then when I go into the hotel room, I can continue watching. So both of these products, this one is available for pre-order. So this one right here, and you're going to see the video coming up on our channel very shortly. These are available today, right? These on the Amazon store as well. And then the actual glasses themselves are also available, except for the one that I mentioned that is just hard to get. So those are great options for those of you who are considering something for dad. They're a little bit on the higher end, right? Again, this may be, sometimes dad gift themselves. So, hey, dads out there, you can go ahead and think about that and gift yourself if you're looking for something like this.
You can say, I deserve it.
You can say you deserve it. So that is a cool product. But let's bring us down to earth, because that was pretty expensive. So we're gonna look at some other.
We're going to go from the high to low.
We're going to go from, from going from really expensive to something that's a little bit more reasonable, because let's face it, that was expensive, those items. So let's take a look at these items right here. Cases. Cases are a fantastic gift for dad. And so UAG is a brand that they've supported our channel. They give us cases all the time.
They're amazing.
This company's cases, if you look at this one right here, we'll go ahead and come back to the main camera shot. This is my UAG case, right? And
you've always used the UAG.
I just love the look. So this is one of their top of the line cases. It has, the same type of technology that is used in bulletproof vests, but it's super duper lightweight. And it comes in multiple colors. I went with red. I'm not a color person. I typically like gray, black, that kind of stuff. Black. But I tried to be different and dare.
You stepped out of your comfort zone.
And today,
little rebel.
Today, I know some of you have mentioned that Noel and I always match our colors.
Oh my God, we're not matching today.
We are though.
Are we?
We're complementing each other because we have black and white.
Oh, okay, a song is coming on.
Yes. So we're complementing each other. So cases. So again, UAG, fantastic brand. They're high quality. They're going to protect your phone. They're great cases, and they are made for all the different type of phones out there. So if you're a Samsung user, if you're an iPhone user, if you're a Google user, super duper inclusive brand because of all the different cases that if you're someone who is into Google phones, you're going to be able to pick up one of these cases, and they're great gifts for dad. We have in the description area links. Use our links, guys. It really helps our channel, and it also helps us as we create this content for you all. So great options there as well. Now there's
I have in case.
So let's talk about that case, because that has some special features too, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's clear and you can see my pink.
It's clear and it's
well, my phone is a lilac color, so.
But you know what it also does is it mounts the.
Oh yeah, it's magnetic.
It's a magnetic case, and the cool thing about that is that we have in our car magnetic mounts for both charging and then as we're using them, right?
Yeah.
And so this is from Encased, also a great brand that supports us on the channel. It's actually Encased. What you'll find is that many of these companies have a parent company, right? So here's another brand that we would highly recommend. And this one right here is Spigen. So Spigen chargers, cables, these are great options for dad. And here are a lot of choices. And you'll notice they're even for the special dads, and I would say the bougie high-end dads who have the Teslas.
Yeah, right. Right.
So now they're creating even Tesla accessories, right? So check this out. So there's there's a Tesla accessories. You can notice here they have the Apple Fold, right? So you can see that right there. So they have the Pixel Fold right there. I was saying Apple Fold. Oh my God, that's a slip. Will Apple ever do a fold?
You did not hear that.
Hopefully they will someday. So here's your Pixel Fold, and they have all the Pixel lineup. But then they also support, again, the Samsung line. They have great products. You can see even stuff if your dad is a gamer and they have a Nintendo Switch, they have screen protectors. And then, oh yeah, see, this is the one that we have. We have the Meta Quest. They have accessories for that too. There's just a lot of accessories that they have. And for those iPhone users, guess they have them too with mag technology too. So MagFit collection. So this is another great gift for dad, a new case. And sometimes I will tell you, a new case is like, I would say it's almost like wearing a new pair of shoes, right? Because it turns whatever you had, it feels good.
Yeah.
It makes your phone feel like it's new. So I would highly recommend cases for dad. Very, very affordable. And again, it's going to make that device feel like it's brand new. So another brand, and there's more on here. We're gonna highlight that we also get a lot of products from. And there's several. If you go into the link, you'll see that there's just a whole bevy of cases that you'll be able to look at. So if you're still trying to think about like, what kind would I get? There's a lot of cases that you can choose from. So here's another one, VRS. VRS does some really great products. Oh yeah. So, and what I like is they just have it. Most of these companies have the cases before the phones become available, right? So we have them, and you're able to order your case before the phone comes in. And that's something that, we live by. So I can't remember the last time where we got a phone and we didn't have the case before we got the phone.
We always had the case
or after we got the phone, right? I'll always do. So here you can see they have, again, for the Flip, which is a fantastic phone too. We recommend. Is
that what your brother uses?
My brother uses a Flip. We have also friends that we recommended the Flip to, and they've never gone back. They go like, oh my God, it's so transformational because of how, the phone folds in half. And then they have tons of cases. Look at the AirPods Pro 2 case. So you can get one of those. And again, these are very, very durable products. And they just hold up so well. So cases are definitely something that you can choose. And we're not going to go through all the cases that we have there.
We'll be here all night.
Yeah, but there's a lot of cases that you can actually look at. Now, the other thing that we wanted to cover, and we're going to jump into another area, which is going to be maker tech. And especially if you have a dad that loves to tinker, right? I love to tinker and I like to make things. And there's a lot, like we mentioned a couple episodes ago. And by the way, I think this is episode 8.
Are we in episode 8?
We're in episode 8.
Okay.
So I want to thank you guys all for the support. joining us.
Hopefully we don't bore you guys.
So we're hopefully we're keeping things relevant. The next episodes, we are planning on giveaways, by the way, guys. So we want to make sure that we do enough communication, because we want to have at least 100 people on the stream in order to be able to participate in the giveaway. 100 people on the stream is important, because the gifts that we're talking about, the giveaways, are substantial. We're talking about items that range anywhere from, as cheap as $50 or affordable as $50 all the way up to maybe $500 or $800. So we want to have enough people on here so that they can enjoy and take advantage of this. So the Maker Tech, I'm a tinkerer. I love building things. And one of the things that I love creating is a lot of 3D printable items. And the first thing that comes to mind, if someone is thinking about 3D printing, is about the different tchotchkes that you can make. Like, we just recently had one for, Optimus Prime. We created the head, and I think it's over there. Is it still there in the corner, or did our son take it? Yeah, it is. It's right there. You want to grab that, and we'll bring it on camera? Right. But, just forget it, because it'll be hard. We'll
okay, don't worry about it.
We'll show something a little bit. I think I have a video, by the way. I have a video on it, so you don't have to worry about going and grabbing it. I should have brought it in. So the thing about 3D printing is that 3D printing can take time, right? And the problem with it taking time is that when taking time, it could take days to print something, and because the printers don't really print as fast as you would like them to. It's just how the technology works. However, technology has changed quite a bit. And this brand transformed, revolutionized 3D printing. And I say that, and it's not an exaggeration. Typical printers will print at 50 or 100 millimeters per second, maybe 150 if you're lucky. But 150 is like pushing it. It's like saying my car can drive 200 miles an hour or 150 miles an hour. But it's not sustainable. It's not something that you regularly do. It just doesn't happen that way. This printer is one of the printers that transformed the way printing in the 3D printing space takes place. And I would say that when you think about speed, it is over 12 times faster than a standard printer. And this is a printer from a company called Bamboo Labs. And you'll notice here that they won Time Best Inventions for 2022. It's because it's so transformational. Now, when you see the price at first, you're going to say like, wow, that's a crazy price at $1,199. It is absolutely worth it, especially if you're going to be, even if you're not a pro when it comes to 3D printing, if you are a novice, someone who's just starting, this takes out all of the guesswork. This is an appliance when it comes to 3D printing. You take it out of the box, and it just takes a couple minutes to connect the wires. It's just literally the power cord. You power it up and you're set to go. Now, the other cool thing about this printer is that you'll notice that it has this little thing right here that I'm showing you. This little thing right here is basically a multicolor spool. And it allows you, check this out, who does not like Godzilla? And who does not love a Mega Godzilla? Everybody does. So think about this for Dad. This, and you notice how there's different colors. There's the gray, there's the orange in that print. The printer basically loads the filament, which makes this print, and it will switch colors automatically. And you can paint anything, like literally, and it's like painting. It's like taking a paintbrush, and you can paint anything on the screen, and it's going to get it. So look at this print right here. These are the kind of cool things that you can make. And it's smart. It has AI technology. It just really transformed the way printers work. And it was the first of its kind, and it's really changed the way, again, the industry is seeing 3D printing. There are things in this studio that I've printed that I've been prototyping that would typically take 5 hours to print, that takes 15 minutes. And I'm able to iterate and improve. So a lot of the clips that are holding the wires, even on the camera that I have right now, it has a USB fan that I designed a frame to enclose it inside of the camera. And I did that, and I designed it in maybe about 10 minutes. I printed it in 5. And then I was able to do 3 prints until I got it pressure fitted to the size I wanted. And it's right now on the camera now. So again, this is not just about toys, but it's also about some very functional things. And you saw that price, right? $1,199.
The way I see it is, printers are the gift. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
They are. Check this one out. Now all of a sudden, we knocked off a lot off of it, almost half price, $699. And this is also has an editor's choice. This looks like a stripped down version, like it went through a really bad neighborhood. It's like
Tijuana.
It's like, so no, it is that printer that you saw, except it has fewer features, but the print quality is amazing. So this is the Bamboo Lab P1P. We have this. We reviewed this. Actually, this was the printer that introduced me to Bamboo Labs. We loved it so much that we see the review unit, and I purchased the X1 Carbon for us to review. So that's how much we liked it.
And you even recommended friends.
Yeah, and we recommended friends. We have several friends that have picked these up, and it's transformed the way they look at 3D printing. So 3D printers, I think, are cool. And we also then have another 3D printer there that I want to share with you guys. And this is from another company that shares a lot of tech on our channel. There's quite a few there that I'll just name. I'm not going to be able to get through them all. And this is a company called Creality. And
I know.
Yeah, right. So they are, I'd say, one of the giants of 3D printing. And as we look at what we have right here, this is the K1. Now, the K1, you're going to notice that it has some design cues of what we saw like with the Bamboo. This looks like an appliance, and we were talking about that earlier.
It looks like a wine cooler.
Like a wine cooler. So you think about how you have your wines and you put them in there, those little refrigerators. It looks just like something like that. And what else? But it's not. It is a wicked fast 3D printer, 12 times faster than the standard printer. It looks great. So we actually did the review, and you're going to see this coming up very shortly. We did it in our kitchen. And even when Nildo saw it at first, he goes like, wow, that's a good looking. That's a cute. You said nice. It was cute.
It was cute.
It's a cute.
I mean, I would literally put it in somewhere in my kitchen.
Yeah.
But I don't have the space.
But we don't have the space, and she wouldn't allow me to have a 3D printer in the kitchen. But no. But she said it looked great.
It was on your desk.
It was on my desk. It doesn't take up a lot of space. And let's close this little pop-up. But the cool thing about this is the speed, right? So look at this. 600 millimeters per second, right? And look at that acceleration. That's a crazy number. That means how fast does the actual print head go from here to there? Like zips. It is violently fast. And it is literally, if you were to put your hand in it, not a good thing would happen. So this is another printer. We've been testing this out. We actually were, and you'll notice that the price here is getting into much more affordable range, right? And it's because
I get that one for my dad.
And this is again, this is why competition is so great. The consumer wins, right? Now, what I will say is I love this printer. This is a great printer. But when it comes to maturity and you're looking at some of the options, I still think that Bamboo Labs has one step on top of it. This is going to be great really soon, but Bamboo's been out a little bit longer with this technology, and they also have more options. So if you're really considering either one of these, this is a great printer too. I'm not saying that it's not. What I would say is make sure that you watch our video so you can see the comparison and you can make an educated decision. Both companies have been around for a while. Actually, Creality has been around a little bit longer. And then Bamboo is a newer company. But these guys, the guys from Bamboo, are actually some engineers that left Bamboo, that left DJI from a drone company to create a 3D printing company. So this is a great printer, and you're going to see this on our channel.
From Creality, right?
We met one of the co-founders.
There we go.
We were at TFT Chicago, which is one of the largest. So if you're a Chicagoan, very few people know this, but at McCormick Place, every year, the largest 3D printing in North America event takes place. It's still one of the few large conferences that we have in Chicago, because a lot of stuff have gone to Vegas. Yeah. But this conference, if you're into 3D printing, everybody who's in the 3D printing space is there. And this year we even had Prusa. Now, Prusa is another brand that we would like. We haven't reviewed any of their products yet because they're like super expensive. And I would say, frankly, we haven't seen a lot of innovation coming from Prusa, but given that the P1P came out and the X1 Carbon came out, they've really shook up the entire industry, and they're making
something.
They have a new version that we're hoping to get, and then and that one's supposed to go faster, but it's been in the making almost 2 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a long time. So in the maker space, I'll mention a couple other ones. We have Anchor. Anchor has a great printer as well. There's links there, super fast. Also, so every printer that I'm highlighting is going to be 200 millimeters or faster. Matter of fact, Anchor just put in an upgrade where you saw 200, right? For the other two, this one can print at 500 millimeters per second, and it does it well. 500 millimeters per second. And the other company that we also do a lot of work with is the Qidi. It's QIDI. You'll find links for them. They create fast printers, but they're also creating industrial strength printers. So these are like for manufacturing type printers, but they're at a consumer level, but you can do a lot of high-end materials with these. And the one thing is, Nilda spoke about the gift that keeps on giving. It's very common now for people to do 3D printing at home as a business.
Side hustle.
It's a side hustle, but we're not talking about just showing up at a farmer's market with dragons and things, but it's parts. So the supply chain is still being challenged. So if there's a car part that's a piece of plastic, think about how much plastic is in your car. You have people like you and me who are actually printing those parts and then reselling them or selling them to the dealers or to any manufacturer that just needs a little piece of plastic that meets a specific criteria. These machines that can print so fast and can print really durable materials are being used to create businesses.
Wow. Isn't that the one Nikki uses a lot?
Yeah, he uses the Qidi because of the carbon fiber type capabilities that it has. Now, a couple other things that we're going to talk about, and this is more in the creator space, and I'm going to share with you another link. This is a product that we just reviewed. We put it out there. And Nilla, do you want to talk about this one while I bring up the link? This is the P2. This is the beast that we have in our formal living room.
Yeah, it's not going to be there for too long. It's a pretty big machine, but it cuts wood. It cuts acrylic. It does bowls. Like, so if you have a bowl and you want to engrave the inside of it, it does all that. I mean, it's not flat surfaces that it does. So, and I love the camera that comes on so you can see where you're printing at. That's pretty cool, especially for somebody like me.
Yep. And the great thing about it is that if you could do PowerPoint, you could do engraving. It is literally that simple because the software, it makes it super simple. The camera, like you said, allows you to place like wherever literally what you see on screen is you see the object inside that you want to engrave. Yeah. And then you take the graphic and you put it right on the object. And if you put it too far to the left, it's going to print too far to the left. You put it to the right, it's going to print to the right. If you put it smack dab in the center, it's going to be in the center.
Yeah.
And you can create wonderful pieces of art. And if you look at the video that we just posted, we created this beautiful bowl. It was made out of wood. And basically what we did is we love dogs. So we basically put, what is it? The little things are come with paws.
Paws.
Yeah. Pause.
And think about the little things.
Think about the little things was the quote that we put on it. And you'll see that in our video. And that is now a bowl. When you walk into our house and you drop off your keys, you drop it into that bowl. And that could be a business item. If you go on Etsy and you look at how many engravable items there are out there are lots of items. There are people who are making over 6 figures a year.
Oh my God, yes. After
right?
you do the math, it's like, oh.
When you do the math, absolutely. And it's super easy to do. Great for something if you want to supplement your income. And you could do it either online or you can do local. Now, take a look at this. And again, you guys are all going to freak out at first when you look at the price, right? Because you're going to say, oh my God, the price. But this is an investment that is going to be for, once again, and this is a bundle, right? So we're looking at 2 things right here. So we have 2 pieces. We'll look at the single one. But here, what you're looking at is 2. So you have right here the F1 laser engraver, which is one that we reviewed.
That's the portable one.
This is the portable one. This is going to allow you to engrave wood, create slates,
jewelry,
like earrings. Like you're going to see, we're working on some earrings that we're making out of acrylic. It takes seconds, literally seconds, to make this kind of stuff, and it used to take hours. So if you think about, if you heard the saying that time is money, it really is. Time is money.
It is.
So if you can churn something out really quick, it becomes more valuable for you and for the folks that are doing it. The other thing is, if you go to a craft show, you don't have to have all the stuff made out, right? Which also means that you don't have any waste. You can go to a craft show, and if someone says, "Hey, I'd like to have an engraved slate with with this on it, or a coaster," you could do it, and it will take 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Literally, that's how long it takes. And that used to take like an hour or longer. So on the F1, which is that little one that you see right there in the corner that's in green, that is a Galvo laser, fast laser. That's a couple grand. We'll look at the individual prices. But what we'll do is you can literally, with in a couple weeks or a couple months of sales, you can turn and pay that off and then continue to just generate income. The other one right here, which is the large one, the P2, is the one that we were talking about as well. And I'm going to bring up so you can see what's going on here in this video. You can actually engrave long items, like long items like you see right there. Just the video just paused for a second. It should start up again. But this item that's right there, let's hit play, is basically a long plank of wood that you can actually engrave just as you see it right there. And that's not something that you can do on a normal laser engraver. In addition to that, you also have curved surfaces. So you notice that right here, they're engraving a guitar. So it basically, the laser goes up and down throughout the process. And we did a bowl, right? And lasers typically work well on flat surfaces, but this is an intelligent one that actually uses advanced LiDAR technology to understand and kind of create a map of the item that you're going to engrave. And it will kind of like do one of these things and then it'll engrave things and create,
really cool.
and create something beautiful. So there's a couple of products, and you'll see right here what says start your side hustle. Right now is a great time to pick up these products. The links are in the description, and it's because they're lower than their standard price. And I'm just going to go and show you the two that we're going to look at. So the P2 is if you're interested in that individually, that is you can see the price right there, $4,399. You can pre-order it. It's right now cheaper than it normally is. And the folks that already have this in hand, absolutely love this because of the speed and the accuracy and the flexibility that you saw there. That's one option for you all, right? And right now is a good time because it's at a discounted price. The other item that you have is the F1. And I also know a lot of people who have both. That's why I wanted to show you the two. Here you see it right here. It's just a little bit over 2,000. And with this one, what you can do is you can do leather patches as well. You can do all these coasters. Really
I like that
fast,
it's portable,
right? And what I love is the speed. It's the portability and the speed. Look at all these things right here. If you go on Etsy, I'd encourage you guys, go on Etsy and look at how much do these sell for, and then think about if you wanted to have a side hustle, this could be your side hustle, and you can again have one of these great gift for dad that's going to give dad just a side business.
Yeah
So that's super cool. The other thing I wanted to talk about is audio, right? And
we love audio.
We do love audio, and we talked about these a couple weeks ago. These are the Between True Wireless earbuds. We have links for these. These sound amazing, and they have one of the best call quality that we've had in quite some time in earbuds. So we have the full review on the channel. Make sure you check that out, and then there's links to this right here, available on Amazon today. The other ones that we have here, and I spoke about this in one of our other videos, but I couldn't find them. They were in my backpack that I use for travel, and these are from Bose. And now, if you're looking for the best noise canceling earbuds on the market, this is going to be the best, right? And while the Between does a fantastic job, these do a superior job. If you're on a plane and you want to cut out the noise of the plane, these are the ones to go. If you're in a plane and you want to cut out the noise of a crying child
or somebody fighting,
well,
especially in Spirit Airlines.
Yeah, that's a different video. It's like these are the ones to get, right? And they do decent with call quality as well. And we have some other ones that are going to be coming on the channel. I can't talk about them right now because they're under embargo, but I have some that will eliminate 98% of the noise.
Ooh.
And they're super comfortable. Nelda's seen them.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah, and they come in her favorite color too. What is the color that they come in?
Pink.
So they're going to come in 4 colors. They come in black. They'll come in beige or white. They'll come in like a light blue, sky blue.
The sky blue. Yeah,
right?
Saw that one.
And then they have, what kind of pink would you say that is?
It's a soft pink.
And then it'll be
like a blush.
Soft pink.
Yeah.
And what I'll tell you is that the style is very similar to, they're very similar to like the Apple AirPods Pro. So they're in ear, and they do come out a little bit. There's a small stem that comes out,
mm-hmm.
and they sound great. They sound amazing, and they have incredibly good noise canceling. I don't know how they compare to these guys yet. But
I got dibs on the pink.
She's got the dibs on the pink. Those will be coming out, I would say, at the end of the month of July, because I think they're under embargo to then. Wow. The other ones that I would say are the Sony XM5s, and those are the headphones. We have those, and there's a review on those, so make sure you check that out. They do incredibly well. They're one of the best active noise canceling. And I use the example of being on a plane because there's a lot of noise, but if you commute on a train, if you want to have something relaxing in your home, our son...
you don't want to hear the dogs.
Oh, you don't want to hear the dogs barking. Our son is wearing XM4s all day. And he's just like, because he doesn't want to hear the dogs barking. We have 4 Pomeranians and they can yap.
Oh, yeah. So in order to talk to him, I have to text them.
Because he won't hear us.
Because he can't hear us.
Because of the Sonys that he has on. So the Sonys, the XM5s are the brand new headphones. Well, brand new as in last year. They have great noise canceling. And also, if you think about the startup of Netflix, and you know how the end comes up and it goes boom, that is just so deep and rumbling in those. They're incredible. And then you have the Bose 700, which we also have links for. Bose 700 have fantastic call quality. And again, they're just like these, which these are Bose. They do really, really well. If I were to have to choose between the two, I would say still Bose probably has the best active noise canceling. But when it comes to bass sound signature, the Sonys really take it. So if you're looking for something that has great audio and then also great active noise canceling, even though it may be just a smidge below the Bose, the Sonys are the ones to go for.
Nice.
Right? So there's another topic that you wanted to talk about, because you said, I know a lot about video.
Projectors.
So why don't you lead us in the projector discussion?
Well, I don't know a lot about it. I just have, preferences.
Mm-hmm.
The one I really like is that one.
Which one right there? Oh, yeah.
That one on the corner. Only because it looks... I have a problem that if something is not right on the wall, I get really dizzy. And so when you're playing around with the projectors, I'm like, oh, something's off. But this thing automatically, you can put it on a corner, you can put it anywhere, and it'll adjust to the wall really nicely. Yeah. I like it.
And so this is what we're talking about here.
There we go. That's it.
This is the JMGO.
I didn't even know the name.
And it's a brand that many of you are going to say, never heard of that brand before. We've actually been reviewing their products for about 3 years now, right? And this is one of the best projectors that we have reviewed in a very long time. In our opinion, it's a triple color laser. It has, and it's the video is on our channel. The color quality is amazing. The sound quality is, for something that is so small, it sounds spectacular. So you don't need a sound bar, at least initially you don't, but you will at some point. And what I will say is it also comes in with built-in Android TV, and you can see right here what we're talking about. So it has Android TV built in. So it is literally a projector and a TV in a box, and it conforms to your room. Yeah. So literally we have it in the corner, and it can project in the center of our wall, and it doesn't have to be like right in front of it. Like it doesn't have to be.
How big does it go?
It's over 100 inches. It is. Let me see right here. I think that there's something right here that will tell us how much it is. But you can see here, immersive audio experience, and it is super immersive. Yeah. And it does. This is the stuff that it has. It does the auto screen fitting, right? Which is a really cool feature. It has that adaptive brightness, and then it has also eye protection because it is a laser, so it's like real laser.
Yeah, if you walk by it, shuts off.
It will turn off. So this is going to be kid friendly too. And it looks like, and it has, it's one of the brightest projectors that we had too, 4,000 lumens. Available on Amazon. They just started having it. It was a Kickstarter. It went from Kickstarter to Amazon. And again, it is a great projector. It does have, you can play games on it, but I would caution that you're not going to be able to get like really rapid response if you're like an aggressive gamer. Our kids can tell the difference. And you can see these are some of our videos that appear here on Amazon on some of the things that we've done with it. But I'm trying to, I don't remember what the size was. So I'm trying to see if that's there. Excuse me. Here it is, 150-inch screen.
I thought so.
Right. And we were using it for a very long time without a screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Dad has a man cave somewhere the garage, basement, an extra room. It'd be perfect.
Yep.
Perfect.
And actually on this page, there's a lot of the brands that we would also recommend. The other one that we would highly recommend is the AWOL Vision. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this up so you guys can see this one.
We have that one.
We have this one as well. So this is the AWOL Vision. Excuse me. We have the actual, the 3000, the 3500. Just get something to drink. We have the 3500 series.
You've been talking a lot.
And the 3500 series is a great projector, super bright. Has great color too. And again, this would be a great gift for dad. Now, why do you prefer, Nilda, this projectors versus TV?
Oh, good question. Well, I like the theater feel. Like I'm at the theater. I don't get that when I'm regular TV. Though the TVs, like the one our son has, what did he take? What is it?
That was an LG.
LG. That's a nice TV.
Yeah.
But again, I prefer the big screen theater feel, like projector.
Yeah. And I would say that there's one of, well, Nilda's favorite projector, like favorite, if it's, she likes the JMGO when it comes to projectors, like because of the flexibility, but there's one that's your favorite. What's your favorite?
Oh, Hisense.
Yeah. Hisense. And the Hisense brand is, she likes the PX. I think it's the PX1 Pro.
I was asking you the other day, what is it about the Hisense that I like? I mean, not that the other ones are bad, but there's something about the Hisense. Like, I'm like, is it the color? What is it? And you said it is the color.
Yeah, it is. It is the color signature. So it has a great color signature. Here's
it just feels so
here's
good.
the Hisense, and it is. And for whatever reason, my screen hasn't updated there. So let's see if we can. Oh, because it opened up in another window. The Hisense is, all you need is a couple inches from the wall for the Hisense to be visible, right? And we'll go ahead and go into the Amazon right here. This is what the projector looks like, and it sits literally like 12 inches from the wall. So if you have a small room, you don't need a theater. We had a projector, a theater video or podcast that we covered, the benefits of having a home theater. This is an amazing, sounds great color quality, deep blacks. It's just, this will be something that
Dad will really love you.
He would.
You'll score some brownie points, Dad.
Right now, if you really think about it, when is the best, or when do you see people buying TVs? Every year. Football season. You get one of these, you'll never buy another TV. You never will. True. You never will, because it's that good. It is really that good.
That's true.
So Hisense, great products. We have more products coming on the channel. We actually have products that I think are going to compete really well with the JMGO from Hisense.
Really?
Yeah. It's we saw it at the actual trade show, and I think it's the C1 that we're going to be seeing really soon. It should be coming out, and we'll have it here on the channel so you guys can see that. So again, it will be it's a different technology, but it's a great product. Hisense just makes some really nice products that are great for the home and for a lot of different use cases. So we've covered a couple things. Some brands also that we want to mention for video for home. BenQ. We review a lot of BenQ products. We've actually looked at their 40. I think it's the 4050 version. The last BenQ product that we had here, it's a true 4K projector. It's around the same price range of the other projectors. The links to it can be found in the video as well, in the notes. And it is dark for dark colors. It does great on the blacks, but it's a different form factor. But it's true 4K. And the significance of that is that the color accuracy is going to be really difficult to beat. And it also comes factory tuned. So what I've talked to Nilda about is sometimes when you go to, let's say like a Best Buy, and you see a TV on the wall, and you go like, wow, that looks so great.
Then you bring it home.
And then what happens?
Huh? I mean, it looks good, just not like it looked at the store.
It doesn't, right? It doesn't. So you're not going to have that with the BenQ. So that their new projector is pretty amazing when it comes to that. XJimmy is another one that we review quite often. They have also a great product line, and would recommend them. And they're in
they
the
got
link.
Portable ones too.
They have portable ones, very similar to the JMGO too. They have that auto adjusting and autofocus laser based technology. I think that they were the first to launch that. If I think about it, They were the first to have that. And then
Jimmy.
And then the other one is audio. And we just reviewed, we did a top 5 tech roll up or a roundup just a couple days ago. And there was a sound bar. You want to talk about that sound bar?
Enclave.
Yeah.
Yes. We were testing that out. We put a Dolby video. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
And the thing is that you don't have to have it in a big room. You can have it in a smaller room, and it sounds amazing.
Yeah, and that's so let's say, for example, you don't have a budget for a brand new TV, right? You can go with the sound bar. That'd be another great gift for dad. Yeah, that would be a great gift for dad.
Yeah.
So that's something to also check out. What else is there? Let's see. We're gonna bring something else up here, and let's just take a look at what Enclave will look like, because Enclave has a lot of stuff that's going on. Let's go ahead and look at them. Now, the one thing about Enclave that we also would say is that it's Bluetooth, right? So because it's Bluetooth, you don't have to worry about any kind of wires around your house. I really, really like that it is Bluetooth, and you can just connect it. It finds itself, and it's set to go. Let's go ahead and bring that up so that we can go ahead and see that here. So these are the Enclaves. Now, the Enclaves, again, completely wireless. They're easy to use. They sound great. And it also is going to be able to support HDMI ARC. It has Bluetooth connectivity. It comes with an 8-inch subwoofer, right? So that 8-inch subwoofer is basically going to give you the ability to have that rumble that you want in some of the movies, right? And it's also going to allow you to have multiple connections. So if you want to be able to be connected to your TV, that's one option. If you want to connect to your phone, that's another option. And then it just has multiple different connection options, when it comes to connectivity. So you don't have to have a modern TV. So we've been watching a lot of movies. So what do you think so far about that experience?
Oh, I'm literally sitting down on the floor, and it's just like feeling like a movie, but like I'm at the theater, the sound quality that comes out of it.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, you can feel like, boom. I feel like when at the Dolphin, went to go see Transformers.
Yeah, no, for sure. So great option when it comes to video and audio for those of you who are looking at that. So let's see what else. Yeah. So what do we have there? Enclave.
Oh, no. Not today, Victor.
Yeah,
it's next week.
So yeah, so we have some giveaways, and we believe that one of the giveaways would be an Enclave system. So that's that system that you saw there.
He's asking if does it depend on your TV screen size?
Yeah, let's go ahead and bring that question on. So why don't you go ahead and click on that question so everyone can see that, and then you hit show. There you go. So the question is, does it depend on your screen or your TV screen? No, not at all. So it has nothing to do, doesn't require anything to do with your actual TV. As long as your TV has either optical out, aux out, which all TVs will have, or if it's a more modern TV, it could have something called eARC.
Now, my brother was here yesterday, and you were going over it with him. What were his thoughts? Because he is a huge audio guy, sound guy. Yeah,
my brother-in-law is an audiophile. Builds his own soundproof cabinets, does all this stuff around the house. More into it than I have ever been. And he thought it sounded amazing. He said, especially for the room that we were in, he felt that sounds even better than some of the larger systems that have a large room to deal with. And the reason for that is that it has 4 up-firing speakers, right? So it has 11. The sound bar is almost 5 feet long. It's about 3. It's about 4.5, maybe probably about 4 feet long, and it has 11 speakers in the sound bar. And you need to really think about how many speakers that is. It's a lot of speakers, and it has 4 of them which are upward firing. So because they're upward firing, it simulates that experience like if you had a 5-speaker system. So it's a 5-1, right? So basically you have left, right, center, and then you have
I sensed it yesterday.
The back corners, every corner you get that. And then basically what you have is the subwoofer as well. And the subwoofer is loud. It has something that is this really cool technology. This technology basically enhances the human voice. And you've seen the difference. What happens sometimes in some of the movies that we're watching?
Well, what do you mean?
About, when you can't hear the voices because the explosions are so loud.
Well, yeah, it comes out really clear on this one.
Yeah.
Like really clear. It's I don't know. It's kind of like it amplifies it.
It absolutely does. And the feature, the one thing about this is that it's actually a technology. It's a voice enhancement so that you can actually hear the people and the dialogue over the explosions that are going on. So if you're streaming, and you guys can stream now Fast and the Furious. We were streaming that, and we were watching, Dom, and I'm telling you, there was explosions after explosions after explosions. Because we didn't have a problem hearing any of the dialogue because we were using the Enclave system, and then we were using also that clear voice.
We're watching Alita yesterday too.
One of our favorite shows, Alita. So that was a good sci-fi flick, and we were watching that. And there's also a scene where they're in that roller derby, and we had that voice enhancement on as well. So anyways, lots of products. We shared with you many products today that are all available now. We shared with you audio products that you can look at, video products that you can look at, some of the portable options. All these solutions are out there, are available today. We've reviewed them on our channel. So if you'd like to get a good view of what the products look like and how they work, feel free to do so. And I just say, is there anything else that we need to cover today before we wrap things up?
No. I mean, you can always get that an electric bike.
We didn't cover bikes. Oh my God. Yes. The bikes.
C3 Strom.
Yeah. The C3 Strom. So bikes and scooters. So we have links to bikes and scooters as well.
Yeah. It's just the weather is perfect for it now.
Get
Dad out of the house.
Yeah. So
send them out.
But there are bikes that you can work out, and then there's bikes that you actually just ride. And the C3 Strom, for example, and
you just ride
as a rider. Engway is a rider.
Yeah.
The M20 is a rider. So the bikes, and then if we talk about scooters, then I would say check out the scooters. We have a lot of scooters also that we review on the channel, and there's links to our scooters as well. A scooter is a great gift for Dad.
Yeah. Yeah, but I still go with the bike.
I know the loves the bikes. Well, all right, guys, let's wrap up tonight. We will see you all next Sunday. We may have, if we see anything new happening in tech, we may have something during the week, but we're trying to keep this on a weekly basis. We appreciate everybody being on with us, joining us, and anything else you'd like to say?
Thank you for your support.
Yeah, help us grow. Share the video. Comment. Let us know where you're from.
Please let us know.
Everybody have a great night, and hopefully you have a great Monday, because Monday is a work day for everybody, including for me, right? So, all right, guys, see you next Sunday.
All right, guys, good night.